Welcome to MVP, our new podcast for anyone that loves to learn new things. I'm Kate.
And I'm Jack, and we both work at an online school, MVA.
Like most educators, we are passionate about sharing knowledge.
And love the sound of our own voices. Each
week, we'll invite a special guest to join us for fun and engaging discussions on a wide range of topics, from careers advice to social issues.
So sit back, relax, and let's get into it.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back everyone. It's a special episode today, isn't it, Kate?
It is. We have got I don't know if it's a bonus episode or just basically a completely out there, one of a kind, because this week is Eurovision week. So today's episode is not only everything we know about Eurovision, but it's basically a Euro takeover. So Jack and I you won't even be hearing much of us after the next couple of minutes. So Jack, do you want to tell us who we're speaking to today and what's in store for this pod?
Yeah, as you say, it's a dream episode because you don't have to hear from us, but you do get to hear from Victor, who is a student at the school we work at, MVA, and he is Greece's Eurovision entry this year with his song "What They Say," which is really, really exciting. It means
it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Over the next few weeks, he'll be performing in Liverpool against all the other countries in the Eurovision way. And I've never been into Eurovision before, but I 100% will be watching it this year just to see Victor.
Well, I was saying to Jack before we started the pod that I've been furiously watching all of these videos on TikTok, and now I'm being flooded with every single Eurovisions right in my TikTok feed. But I've got to say, Victor, what a guy. He is so talented. I can't believe that he's at our school. It's so exciting. So we've got an interview with him and our CEO, Hugh Viney, and they talk about all things Eurovision, but also Victor, how he got into this, how he balances everything. I think he's got his GCSEs next week, which is unbelievable. So listen up. Hope you enjoy.
How's it been going at MVA this time?
So great to meet you. It's been going great. A little bit struggling a little bit because I've been going through Eurovision, but MVA offers a great deal of flexibility, which I'm grateful for finding MVA. So yeah, all good.
How you first got into music? How old you were?
I was about 4 years old when I started getting into music. Music was always around in the family, but I started taking piano lessons at 4 after playing on the piano without knowing anything because we've always had a piano in the house. Knowing nothing, I was this guy right there. That was me.
Okay, amazing.
I know I'm this guy. I started vocal lessons at 8 years old. I started playing guitar at 10. I started writing my own music and producing around 11, 12 years old. So that's how my journey's been going.
Amazing. And how does someone end up at Eurovision? What's the process?
Okay, so different countries have different selection processes. Some countries have national finals, and some countries have closed selections. So you submit, like Greece, like the country I applied for, because I'm of Greek origin. I'm half Greek, half Danish. I applied for Eurovision. The representing broadcaster here in Greece, the ERT, and they had 106 submissions this year. They went through them, they cut them down to 7, and then they cut them down to 3, and then I got selected. So this year was the first year that a panel of the public was also involved. So 70 people, when the songs came amongst the top 7, 70 people voted, came and listened to all the songs, and they voted, which from 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0, on which songs they liked the most. Then they got cut down to 3, and then we met with a committee, and then that committee, along with the voting and combining all the percentages, got selected.
So wow, it's a big long process. Anyone can apply at the start, but it gets all the way down to from 100 and so people to the final rounds, and there's a panel that decides.
In Greece, it's 100 and something. In other countries which are bigger, there's a lot more.
And does it feel great that it's your song? Because I'm sure some of the artists have songs written for them, pop artists. Does it feel even more special that it's your song?
For sure. I wrote this song when I was 14. Cool. And yeah, I produced it myself as well. And it feels really, it was a really emotional and like, I'm so grateful that I'm going with a song of my own and just I'm surely going to be expressing myself on stage.
Amazing. So how much has your life changed since you were nominated to represent Greece at Eurovision?
I don't feel like anything has changed because I was always like being 100% on music. Otherwise, it's just been enhanced. So I work out hard myself. Even without people pushing me, I work hard. But now with Eurovision, the difference is that people depend on me too. So there's people depending on me, like, you know, some deadlines and stuff, etc. Great.
I very much know that about your schedule because it was hard for me to get in to your schedule. Your mum found the slot for me, so I'm very aware how busy you are, and then that's why I'm even more grateful, man. I got an interesting question for you. In the UK, Eurovision hasn't always been taken as seriously as the rest of continental Europe. However, Sam Ryder last year kind of changed that because he was successful, and this year we're hosting it in Liverpool. How much of a difference does it make that maybe UK is taking it more seriously than they used to? How much difference does it make for other European acts like you guys? Is it a cool thing?
I think it'd be amazing, and the UK scene is one that I've always looked up to. I love this question. UK scene is one of the. I love all UK artists, and I'm so glad there's going to be a spotlight on the UK audience this year. I'm so glad. I think Eurovision is going to be 10 times bigger than it used to be as well. I think it's going to be huge, just because the BBC is handling it, and it's going to be the UK. So I'm in for it. I'm excited.
I'm glad you said that because that's a sense here. Sort of thanks to Sam. Amazing last year, and then like the fact it's in Liverpool, we're all like, "Hey, this is cool." And I think we could be biased, man, because I'm supporting you, and obviously we can totally vote for you because we're not allowed to vote for our own country.
Vote for Greece. Vote for Greece.
Exactly. We are voting Greece, man. I'm doing the Brits Vote Greece campaign. Trust me. But I think you sound like you could be a UK artist. That's what you sound. I love your sound. We've always been cynical sometimes in UK about the European acts that sound like Europop, Eurotrash. Like you sound brilliant. Like you could be in the UK charts. So who are your main influences? They're pretty obvious, but who are your main influences from your point of view?
Thank you. I have loads of influences. I go back to, I grew up on all types of music. You could go back to soul, jazz, blues, funk, and all that stuff. And because my Danish side of the family is very bluesy and jazzy. And I mean, my grandfather used to play. He had his own jazz band, and he used to play the clarinet in it. And in general, I've been influenced from many doors, but like from artists. I mean, one of my idols is a UK artist. He's until like around 12, 13 years old, my number one idol, and the first person who I ever saw live was Ed Sheeran. I caught him on the Divide tour, and he was definitely one of my tops. But I feel like I've been influenced from everywhere. I mean, it's hip hop artists like J. Cole and loads of other hip hop artists as well. And from the other scene, I also like a UK band called Amber Run. Like I'm an English pop lover. Like I love all that mixed with a little bit of funk and jazz and soul plus hip hop on the other side. Like if you were to put all that together, that's me. I think I'm somewhere there.
Sounds good. I can hear it, man. I can hear it.
Well,
maybe we can get Ed Sheeran. We can get Ed Sheeran to vote for you, man. Let's vote for UK. So.
I hope he's gonna come. I hope he's gonna come. I mean, I heard that the king and queen are gonna be opening up the stage. So that's quite insane.
Amazing. That's insane, man. Oh yeah, I mean it. It's coming to the UK. It's great timing. I think it's good timing for acts like you. That's so cool. Do you have any favorite acts in the competition? Like, educate me, because, I've just been listening to you, man, and maybe the UK one. Any of your favorite ones coming up, and, the outside of Greece?
Sure, the beautiful acts this year, and so many awesome songs. I like the girls from Czechia. I like May Muller a lot as well. She's very fun. Her energy is quite cool. I hope she does well. She seems great. Laureen is back who won the contest in 2012. And her song is great too. The Finnish guy who's representing Finland this year, everybody's obsessed about. He also said he gave me some nice words about my song as well. He said that it's the one that stands out the most amongst the chaos. He said that it takes you to a different world, which was really sweet, and it's stuck in my head because I really got hyped about that reaction. But he's crazy, and on stage he goes crazy too. So the Finnish guy is really Daria is his name, and everybody's going crazy about him and his song. This
was your Eurovision journey, a bit of your early life journey, kind of getting to online school journey.
Yeah.
Like, how much did you know about online schools before you found us?
Not much, but I was looking for it for a year before, in which I joined in September of 2022. I was thinking about it for a while because I wanted to find a way to have more time for music. I was like, should I drop school? I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that. Exactly. Now, I want to go ahead with school, obviously. But I wanted to find a way to do it that would be more flexible for me. And then we found Minerva, and it allowed me about 25 to 35 hours per week more to work on music with the choices I'd made of subjects, etc. And things worked well.
Amazing. And do you remember how you found us? Like, research? Do you recall? Yeah. How was that?
My mom did the research. Got to give her props. But I'm pretty sure she was just searching for online schools over Google, and she found Minerva, and she was looking. She thoroughly checks everything that she looks into. She's very, very good at research, and she found Minerva, and she sort of liked what she saw.
Excellent. So she saw the other online schools and saw we're better. She made the mind up that we were better. So that's great. Perfect. Amazing. Thanks to your mum. I'm so glad you found us when you did, and I'm glad we've given you this additional hours a week to focus on your music. That's what it's all about. What's your day-to-day, your daily and weekly routine for music school and family social? Those three key things. How do you balance it? Give me a typical day.
Typical week would be hard to express because everything changes so quickly. But a typical day would be like, I wake up early, so I wake up around 5:36, 6:30. I get up, probably go for a run because I'm trying to keep my stamina up for the stage, etc. I'll come back. I'll check over my schoolwork, see what I have for the day because I'm in Greek time as well, so we're 2 hours in front of everybody in the UK. So I have some time in the morning to check out how my day's going to go and what lessons I have and what assignments I've got. I need to get done. I might work on school in the morning for a few hours and see what lessons I might have missed and watch them recorded, which is a great feature you guys have as well. And then I'll go start working on social media, start editing some videos for content throughout the day, start getting a little bit present. I'm on Instagram stories, etc. Start practicing my performance and doing vocal exercises or hitting the gym and just in general training. And then going up to the broadcaster, doing the actual rehearsal with our director as well. Posting videos online. Again, it's a lot of that. I continue to write music and keep sharpening my craft, so I do that every day as well. Hopefully get some good meals in. Hopefully take a shower. So I don't stink. Or jump in the pool because I like cold water as well. And then good night. I wake up the next morning, do the same.
Man, full on. But well done you for keeping focused. Is it tough to find time for social and friends?
Right, social friends. A little bit, but I don't at the moment. I don't have too many, so I'm focusing on the main people that I want to be seeing. I'm trying to protect my own energy as well, and trying to meet the people that actually make me happy and lift me up. So just see them whenever possible, because it's also good. You need breaks, not breaks, but you need time to allow yourself to get into a different headspace to be able to have energy for the one you're working on. And trust me, I don't like taking breaks. I like just to keep going. I don't like wasting time, but you also need to understand that it isn't wasting time sometimes to go and relax. So I do find time. I find time, especially because I'm with school and with everything. Everything is so flexible. So I get time. But it's hard, for sure.
I know. But I think you've got it. At least you're having goals, right? And right now your goal is Eurovision. And then that's like a chapter, right? And then there'll be a next chapter. And you could just keep splitting up into chapters and focusing in that also. So you've got exams coming up, right? Your GCSE exams.
Yeah, I've got my GCSEs now. And I'm doing 4 because one of them out of the 5 were I'd have to do if I was in Liverpool. And that's not going to be possible. So I'm going to do one of them. I'm going to do one of them in November, and I'm going to do the other 4 after Eurovision. So after the grand final, I think I have a 4-day break, and then I have my first exam.
Wow. So tell me through that. You're performing, representing Greece at Eurovision on one day. 4 days later, you're taking a GCSE exam.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one?
I'll probably be studying on the flight home. I think it's English language. I think my first one's English.
Okay. Well, would it make a difference to your English language exam if you do really well in the competition, or will you basically get no revision done because you'll be partying for 3 days?
I'll probably be studying on the flight home.
Okay, good. Wow, what a way to juggle. But would it have been possible to dedicate yourself to music in this way at a traditional school?
Definitely for Eurovision, no, because again, I had to depend on other people. And I think that the point for me is to be as efficient as possible and to be able to practice as much as possible and improve as an artist as much as possible. So the trajectory that I'm taking now would be nothing compared to the past one, but it doesn't mean that the past one wouldn't be successful. So there are people that are stuck in traditional schools. I don't believe that it's not possible. I just believe that this way is more efficient, if possible.
Excellent. Gotcha. Cool. And at MVA, any memorable experiences, particularly memorable moment you've had at MVA?
Announcing the fact that I'm going to Eurovision, one of the teachers was saying
Oh
it
my
in
God.
class. So and I just wrote it, and then I got a stream of bling bling messages in the chat, people replying, be like, "What? No way!" And it's so cool because it's in the UK this year, and Minerva's based in London, rather than the fact that it's just worldwide. But it's crazy, and that was cool to see.
Well, we're all behind you. Lawrence, for everyone else's benefit, Lawrence, our headmaster, he announced it in the team staff meeting as well. And we all did similar things. I think we used the chatbot being like, woo, 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 and fireworks and stuff. So, mate, it's a wonderful moment. And the entire school is behind you. And if there's anything I can do about it, the entire UK will be behind you too.
Thank you so much.
Okay, cool. Tell me have you got a feature?
Ooh. No, I can't pick one. I'll make the other ones feel bad. They're all amazing, but honestly, one of the great perks of the school, I think, is the teachers and the way that they handle things. I feel like the teachers at MBA are really.
Gotcha. A bit of an easy question. Would you have made it onto Eurovision had you not joined MVA?
Yes, hit me with that one. I think I would have made it to Eurovision, but I don't think I could have handled it as well. Assuming I would still be going to traditional school now, so I needed the extra time to go and do it all. Plus, one of the things that they wanted to check for me in the committee meeting was the fact that I'll have time for this. So either I'd have to go to traditional school but not do well in school because loads of assignments missing, really being pushed on and losing loads and loads of school days, or going to Minerva and watching recorded lessons and doing assignments from wherever I am in the world. So that's quite cool.
Amazing. And for another musician, how could being at MVA help a musician develop their skills and pursue their dreams?
Just to have more time to work on it. The number one thing that I think works to improve in any sector is just to spend more time on it. The more you write, the better you get. The more you do, the better you get in general. And obviously, you can travel because everything's online, so that helps as well if you need to be moving around. Those two things are the main subjects.
So would you say that being at MVA gives someone more of a chance of succeeding in music or any of their kind of performing artist career?
I'd say to 90% of people, yes. I'm gonna leave the 10% out just because there's some people that crave to be physical in the physical presence of other people, and just people are different. But Minerva's social world, etc., is quite inclusive as well, and it's good. I don't want to put an absolute there, but Minerva definitely helped for me, and I think for loads and loads of loves.
In the song, Victor, Brutally Honest With You talk about losing friends and leaving school. Can you tell me about that lyric?
Yeah, so the lyric is, I lost my friends, I left my school, which was actually an emotion I had. I wrote it before I actually left the school that I used to go to before I came to Minerva online. Because I was in talks and thinking about coming to Minerva. Going to an online school and stopping going to the school that I used to go to. And in general, I've been leaving schools. I've been switching schools my whole life just because, I don't know, just decision making and how my whole educational process has been going. We've been switching schools for a while, every 3 years or something, here in Greece. But yeah, it was just an emotion I had that I wanted to express because I was afraid of losing my friends, and I wanted to write it all out.
Understood, man. We've covered friends, teachers. You got an exam 4 days after Eurovision. Wow, I mean, it's insane. Let's go back to Eurovision, man. I'm so excited for you. How does it feel to be the youngest entrant Greece has ever sent to Eurovision?
That's absolutely insane. I'm sure I like record breaking a lot because I think it inspires people. Not because I just want to be the guy who did it, but I love the fact that I like doing impressive things because I feel that making impressions on people. So I want to do things as impressive as possible, and anything I can do, I will, because I want to inspire people to do the same and just show people that things are possible. And there's many people that thought I couldn't do it at 16 years old, and there's many people that think they can't do it at 20, and just doing it at 16 inspires people to be like, hey, why wouldn't I be able to do this or that? Not not just in Eurovision, with anything.
You're absolutely right, mate. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to speak to you. It's why I'm trying to speak to so many of our talented kids at MBA, because you have the power to inspire others. You have the power to inspire 13-year-old kids thinking about music in their career, thinking about what to do about school, and they can look at you as an example of how to do it. So, really well done. It is completely and utterly inspirational. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much. All
right. Bringing up to Eurovision coming up. What do you think of the UK's act this year?
Great, she's so much fun.
Cool.
The energy coming from May Muller is amazing. I'm looking forward to meeting her. I didn't go to any of the pre-parties this year. There's one in London as well. I hadn't gone, but I'm looking forward to meeting her in Liverpool.
Amazing. And when are you over here, man? It's in May. When do you land?
I am landing in 5 days. I'm landing on the 30th.
Wow. Well, your mum said you're too busy to meet any of us, so maybe we'll just.
But actually, I wish I could show you my schedule.
I bet. In fact, you could actually. That'd be quite cool to see one day. Like, this is how it looks. It'd be really cool if you could share.
I'll show you the time slots and everything after it's done. After it's done on the 14th of May, I'll show you everything. I'll send you guys a picture of what it was, and you guys are going to see how much content went out. And in all the slots that aren't even filled, it's just content making, and more rehearsals by myself and everything. So it's going to be packed. My goal is to go to Liverpool and not have 1 second of time on me, which means that I'll be as effective as possible.
Oh wow! I hope you get some good sleep though. Can you describe for me from a musician's point of view? Normally, a musician will have a manager. When you're a Eurovision entrant, do you have a representation from the Greece Music Association, or is it your normal manager?
Right, so there's a few. So we're working with a record label just at the moment called Panic Records, which is a Greek label, which is this local Sony Music representative. So I have a project manager from that side, and I have a head of delegation for Liverpool from the broadcaster. And then it's just my parents.
Finally, what are your, beyond Eurovision, what's your ambitions for the next year or 3 years?
Yeah, I just want to keep releasing music and writing music and becoming as big of an artist as possible. Big in the sense that I want to put out good music and that helps people express themselves and they have fun with, and that's just good to listen to. I want to provide something good artistically to the music industry, to the music world, and to everybody, and hope to collaborate with some UK artists and go everywhere. I just want to travel, play shows, and do everything.
Again. Yeah. So, Victor, what advice would you give to other young musicians who want to make it in the world of music?
I have 3 pieces of advice. The one is just the more you do, the better you get. So just keep doing it. Keep writing music. Or if you don't write, just keep practicing. Keep singing. Keep playing guitar. Keep doing all of it. The second one is networking. Just keep reaching out to people from labels, as managers, other artists, other musicians to work with, and just to know, expand that connection. And the third would be join Minerva Virtual Academy.
Great answer.
Number 3.
Great. Look, Victor Vernicos Vivi. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure. I'm very sad I didn't get to fly to Greece as I originally planned. You've just been too busy. I'm a massive fan of Greece. I studied ancient Greek and Latin at university. So thank you for the time. And thank you for inspiring so many kids around the world with what you do. And thank you for your kind words about MVA.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys having me a part of the school, taking this time to interview me as well. Cheers, man.
Thank you, Victor. Ευχαριστώ.
Παρακαλώ. Anytime.
Cheers, mate. Speak later.
Cheers. Bye.